some very nice sunny days, but there's been a lot of dynamics, a lot of shifting back and forth between the nice and the terrible weather. And you may know in the south, a little bit further south from here, there were a couple of cities flooded, little towns with small rivers, tiny little rivers suddenly became torrent streams and flooded the whole part, whole parts of the towns were underwater. And I think in some places it rained, in 24 hours it rained as much as they would normally get in the whole month of July. So a lot of rain all of a sudden. And so far we've been spared here. It's just been rainy on and off, but no flooding. Yeah, signals are, I gotta say, I mean, when you first came back to me, you were 5 and 9. But then on your second time, it was down to an S3. So there's definitely a lot of QS Baker on the signal, which I think is understandable considering the 10 watts. And I'm sure you're noticing the same thing on my signal. However, I am running I'm running a 9-element 5-band antenna here, and a linear. I'm running about 700 watts. Anyways, but there is QS Baker for sure. A previous fellow from France, he was S5, and then suddenly he was gone, completely gone, no copy. So, yeah, okay, I hope it doesn't happen in this QSO, so I'll send it back to you real quick. M6OAU DG7LAL, over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, all copied on that. Yeah, I say you're 5 and 9, no problem at all. Now and again it drops to a 7, but I say normally it's 5 and 9. Yeah, thanks for the information. I say we did have some quite heavy downpours last week. We had about 3 or 4 days where it just continuously rained. But hopefully next week is forecast for rain again. We just hope it's we're not too bad here. Say the location is Liverpool, northwest England, so we don't tend to get many floods around here. The floods are normally down south and up north, so we're quite lucky. Okay, so thanks for the contact anyway, Rainer. I'll pass it back to you for the final. We'll say nice copy anyway. Delta Golf 7 Lima Alpha Lima Mike 6 Oscar Alpha uniform.
Yeah, Roger. Very nice, excellent. Yeah, well, I think you're probably in a similar situation as us here in the north. It's quite windy often, but it really does not. There's no severe weather here very much. I mean, we get our share of rain, of course, and the wind is a constant factor. But nothing like in the south, in the Black Forest area and parts of Germany that are now. I believe they're now suffering from a heat wave, 35 degrees, and it's, believe it or not, here today, it's quite warm too, but, today is not so bad, but yesterday it was only 18 degrees, so it was quite cool. And I remember a couple of mornings ago, it was actually down to the 1 digit, 10, maybe 9 degrees very early in the morning, which is very, very cool for summer, of course. Okay, well, nice talking to you. 73s and a good evening from Hamburg. Mike 6 Oscar Alpha uniform, Delta Golf 7 Lima Alpha Lima. 73s, bye-bye.
Yeah, 73s, Rainer. Have a good evening yourself, and best DX.